I'm going to talk a little bit, I'm going to try to squish it all in and talk about bringing in your challengers, starting them off in your challenge groups, and hopefully turning them into coaches, okay? So that's what we're going to go over today. Give me a show of hands. Who is running a challenge group right now? Nice, lots of hands. That's what I like to see. Who invites daily? Good. Who invites one person a day? 3 to 5? More than that? Good, good, because this is where you're going to get people in. You know, you're active on social media, you're doing those personal invites, you can do cold invites, there's all different kinds of ways to invite people, but you have to do it, okay? I'm not going to lie, I do not love inviting. Okay, I just don't like doing it. But I share all the time, constantly putting out there who I am, what I'm doing, how I survived doing it. My story is, I'm a stay-at-home mom, okay? So I have 2 little ones. My oldest is half-day kindergarten, so he's gone half the day, but my daughter's 2. And just about any workout I try to do is somehow interrupted by the latest Lego crisis, the end of Sophia the First, whatever it is, things stop, and you know, I've got to go tend to that. But you know, one of the biggest things I try to put out there is my kids are not an excuse, okay? Because I did that. They were initially the reason I can't work out, right? I don't have time, I have to take care of my kids. I used to be a teacher, I quit my job to take care of my kids. We don't have money, I can't go to the gym, right? Excuse. They're not my excuse. They are my reason why I do this, right? They're the reason why I have to be healthy, why I need to set an example for them, okay? So this is what I share. And the reason I say this to you is because you have to know who you're speaking to when you share and when you invite. You guys saw Tulin on the video. She speaks to a specific group of people. She did a team call for my team the other day. We learned so much from her. I want you guys to know she's got a great story. And today is her 5-year anniversary of the day they went homeless. Okay, so talk about drive right there. So anyway, know who you're speaking to and constantly invite people. Invite people to the coaching opportunity, right? That's another way to invite people. You've got your challengers, you've got your coaches coming in. Connect with them, form with them, speak to your ideal coach. So you'll see me, I mean, literally some days when I write my posts, they literally say, hey moms, like that's who I'm talking to. Hey mom like me. Go ahead and get up and do this. You can totally do it. I can do it, you can do it, okay? So know who you're speaking to. Like Ann says, know your why, okay? So that drives her to do what she does. My kids drive me to do what I do. So let's talk about challengers, okay? So you've invited your people, you bring them in, and you've got them in your challenge groups. So quickly with challenge groups, you've got some great advice up there from Alyssa. So one of the things I love to do is to kind of run little contests, like she said, ways to earn prizes in my challenge group. My team did an Insanity Max 30 challenge. We did a couples challenge. And what we did was everybody came in as couples and we gave them a 1 and a 2, and they had to split, okay? So we had team 1, team 2. And then from there, what we did is we made this spreadsheet, and they basically had to go up against each other. So they'd finish their workout for the day, they'd get on our challenge group page, they'd hit the spreadsheet, enter their times, and then what we would do is the next week, when they did that same workout again, the spreadsheet would kick out their spread. So how much did you improve, okay? And then we'd pull a name from a hat and see who improved the most. We kept points like that, but it kept everybody engaged, right? Especially if you got a 60-day program or a 90-day program. You really want to keep those people engaged and keep them going. Another thing I love to do to make challenges within my challenge group is when I run a 21-day fix group, I like to challenge my challengers to share on their own timeline. And guys, not everybody's ready for this, okay? Not everybody's ready to put it out there what they're doing, but most are. And let me tell you how this works for me, okay? So once we start day 1 workouts, you know, and I start posting in the group and guiding people, what we do is at some point on there, I usually start with Thursday because I start with Shakeology, and we'll say, you know, It's Thirsty Thursday, right? What I want you to do is go to your timeline and share a picture of your shake and the recipe you used. And if you do that, then anyone who does that, I put their names in a hat and I pick out a winner for that day and they'll get a prize for something. Here's what happens, guys, okay? So you've got your challenger in there and they're sharing on their page. One of two things happens. People usually start asking questions and your challenger either says, oh, I don't know much about that. Go ahead and go talk to my coach, Allison, and she can answer your questions about this. Or my challenger goes, I got this. I love Shakeology. It gives me all this energy and blah, blah. And I'm like, you're coaching. You should be a coach, right? And then next thing you know, I sign a coach, okay? So this is what I do. So week 1, they share Shakeology. Week 2, I tell them, fill your containers and post a picture of your meal on your page, okay? You do this, I'll pick a name, we'll win a prize. And the same thing happens. People are like, you got all sorts of food shoved in that red box. Why'd you do that? Why is your chicken in a red box, And so they're like, let me tell you about the 21-day fix, It's 2 weeks in, I'm down 8 pounds. And the same thing happens again. They either say, oh, I don't know much about it. You can talk to my coach. Or again, they totally take ownership. They're super enthusiastic about what they're doing, and they start coaching on their own, okay? This is one of the ways that I've built my team doing this. It's great, the people that come this way. The 3rd week, I have them share their results. And again, you're gonna have people who just aren't comfortable with that yet, okay? And one of my coaches, actually, when it was week 3 that she decided I'm gonna be a coach, but she was still apprehensive. And she said, Allison, I took my pictures, I just don't see anything, but there's numbers, I see the scale and I, see the measuring tape and everything. She said, I lost 6 inches. And I'm like, that's awesome, She's like, I just can't see it. And what she did was she set a ruler down on her table. She took a picture of that 6 inches, and that's what she shared on her page, and that thing blew up. She was like, that's what's gone from me. From 3 weeks, and again, all these people flooded her page, and she's like, I'm gonna sign up to coach, So, really, guys, probably the best coaches come from your challenge groups. Can you agree with that? You see them, right? You see them in there doing it. They're doing the job, and all it takes sometimes is that little nudge. They're waiting to hear from you. You can totally do this. You should do it with me. So don't be afraid of that. But like you heard in the video, you've got to give them a good experience. You've got to give them a place that, they love being, and they'll in turn, give that back to the people that come to them. So to move along, you bring these people in, right? You invited them, you gave them an awesome challenge group experience. You either hook them right then and there to be a coach, or we've got another method we do, right? You guys do sneak peeks, coaching at a glance? Yeah? Okay. So if you don't, I suggest it. Just put it out there,